In the townships in generally, and especially also in Hout Bay, in Imizamo Yethu, and at the harbour, there's not a lot to do for the children.
We're fighting the system at the moment. Our biggest crime rate in this country is from 18 to 25.
Drugs and alcohol is a major destroyers in the community.
The sad thing is there's not much space for the children either to play.
If you had work, then it's a relief for you, you know. But if you don't have work, you have to do crime or use drugs or get rid of the stress.
Lift the tummy, not the chest. Tummy. Thank you.
I started Jikeleza when I read something in the fishing quotas, which was they didn't have access to free fishing in the village anymore. And my thing was, what's going to happen to the children? It's always the children that kind of suffers. Justin came and he sat outside my door, and I just said to him, I don't like boys sitting around, and why don't you just go and clean the gutter and do something?
Because some of the guys in our community, you can't ask him to clean the gutter because that is below. And I just thought, I have the time, so I'm gonna do it.
From being the person that cleaned the gutter, Justin is now assistant director of Jikeleza.
Jikeleza means turn around. The name is essential for this project because it turned my life around.
Give yourself a hand.
It's a bit like a Pied Piper, you know, you blow your horn and the kids follow you, and we were just beating the drum and the kids came, and that's where we started Jikeleza, with just a drum. Our main studio is in the harbour, and we started off in Imizamo Yethu, where we still run classes.
The children get to experience different types of dance styles, but also at the same time they get to be cared for, and they get to interact with other children and in a positive way. And I think that's something that is not happening enough in our townships and in the disadvantaged areas.
Anyone can join. It's free. We don't want them to pay us to change their life.
Yeah, I was about 5 years old, man, 5 years old. And I was still living in Kukulete at the time. And we were at a lot of family in a 3-room house. Because we were 14 children living there. There was a kind of poverty, you know. My brother encouraged me to go to the dance classes. It was like kind of traveling to overseas. To see your brother be able to step out of the problems and stuff to make something about for his life, you know, it encouraged you. Edmund found me and he asked me if I want to join Jikeleza. I asked him, no, is it okay if I live here in Hout Bay? And that's how I met Evelyn, and Evelyn took me in.
Edmund is the one bringing them here, and then we are the ones that must look after them. And that is how Nana became sort of my son. He's a good boy, and at first it was hard for us too, because we're not used to that kind of life.
Okay.
Just sit here and you can sit over.
You have black kids dancing, and then you have colored kids dancing. Dance must be formed where we all speak the same language. And Jikeleza is one of the few projects that's very integrated. Theatre is no place for aggression or for fighting, because it's a place of magic and beauty. Like I would say, that is my church that I go to.
Some of our kids, when people talk to them, they closed up. But when they dance, you can really see the beauty in them and you can understand what they want to say to you.
And also they carry themselves beautifully as people who you wouldn't say that they have been disadvantaged in any way, because that's what Jikeleza gave them, that confidence most of all, that most children lack from that type of background.
When it comes to dancing, I love the moves and how it makes you feel like dancing is appropriate for any occasion. When you're feeling sad, it's always like, it's like a stress reliever for me, and it can be something that I can express myself through. It's like another language.
Yes, it can be done.
What we do is so that people and children can look up to us to be the example and to enlighten them about the arts, because we weren't told that you can do ballet because that was for white people.
Doing ballet, it's an unusual thing to a black guy, you know. You're kind of wearing the tight stuff, and you know, they always called you a gay.
7, 8, 1, and high, and 1, at least higher than 90. Then
We weren't educated about the arts because we just knew that dancing were for girls.
Dancing has helped me in my academics also. It has helped me to be disciplined, to know how to manage my time, to know how to work hard. It has motivated me to do my best in everything that I do and to have self-confidence.
The academic schooling for us is very important. When we get a report, we always check with the kids. When you are reading good things about the kid, all those elements makes you it makes you happy, it makes you know that you've done your job basically. We have kids from very troubled backgrounds. If it wasn't for Jikeleza, they would have probably been out of school, on drugs. Most of the girls will tell you that most of their friends who are not with Jikeleza, they are sitting at home, 16, 17, pregnant, no direction in life, and their whole lives are actually quite shattered.
I'll be matriculating this year, you know, my last year, and without Jikeleza, I don't think I'll be here right now. Next year, I want to go study at the University of Cape Town. Maybe if I get an opportunity to go overseas, I will grab it. Sometimes my friend tells me that, no man, you don't let us down, you know, you started this thing, you must end this thing, and you must show the world that, you know, Jikeleza is like alive, you know.
Nana's matriculating this year, so that was my proudest moment of my life, to see him get there. I see Nana, if he keeps his mind and his focus, Nana will be the next Mr. Mandela, I think, if he keeps his mind to it. And I think he can do it.
No, she's played a big role in my life. You know, without her and her sister, I don't think I could have coped. You know, Evelyn it's like I'm taking her as my biological mother. You know.
Just hope one day you will come back to me and do me proud.
Once they get to 18, we've got to cut them off our program. And it's very sad because I can't feel that they're ready yet to kind of leave the nest. Because when you cut them off the program, that's basically they've got to start defending for themselves.
If people can just sort of dig deeper and see the value of it and the value of what the project does for the community, we're basically rehabilitating an entire community.
We are battling with getting continuous funding in order to do what we do best, and that is to reach the children.
When I say to the children, you're rich, you are so rich inside, it's not about material stuff. It's about nurturing those little souls. The young ones, they are just the most precious and awesome, and they have this energy in the, and these eyes that says it all, and they know it all already.
This year we have 2 that are going to be matriculating. We value and we cherish those moments, and we look forward to seeing the results of those 2 matriculants now. And those are the things that just makes you feel, it makes your heart tingle.
If every child had access to a program like this, the world would certainly be a better place. What we are imparting in people's lives is to love yourself and know that there is something great than just the average person. I'm the most popular man in Hout Bay because everybody knows me.